We're back. So the live stream crashed, which means I lost reception, and I don't know. Not really sure why it happened exactly. I am okay. So sometimes these things happen for a reason. That reason, I'm not really sure why. So yeah, when the live stream crashes like that, I'll try my best to do a new one, but sometimes it's not the same. Sometimes the new live streams are better than the previous or whatever. So Wheels, do you know exactly why the live streams crash? I haven't been moving, and I am connected to the Wi-Fi, so I'm really not sure why. Maybe it's just bad luck. I think you're right. It's just strange because I've been outside without Wi-Fi, and I didn't crash, and now I'm inside with Wi-Fi, and it did crash. Maybe I just have poor Wi-Fi. I think that's the thing. So yeah, thank you for returning. So the live stream crashed, and so yes, I think the router is far away. I don't even know if the router is in this house, to be honest with you. Yo, Jackson, what up? And thank you for the like. We were up to 15 likes before it crashed, so these things happen. Ransom, what's up? So Wheels, believe it or not, I don't I just don't use microwaves at all. I'm kind of like against using microwaves. I'm sure I've used a microwave at restaurants, but I'll never own a microwave and I never really use microwaves. Yes, I think the Wi-Fi is next door. We're kind of just sharing it between the two houses. Yo, thanks for asking the question again. So I think I did answer this earlier, 1 through 10. It's not really up to me. uh, so she does have a microwave, and I think she is cooking at the moment. So you may be right. That is a great guess. So it's not really up to me to say that I'm great at basketball. It's really up to everyone else to have their opinion. But I did say I was like a Probably like a 6.2 out of 10. Well, thank you. I'm definitely a 10 at basketball when it comes to YouTube, maybe. Well, thank you. The thing is, basketball is all about the competition you play against. So I really don't play against any great competition. I would like to maybe play in the Creator League. So if you guys could help me by asking the Creator League for me to join, that would help a lot. My favorite player currently is Jalen Brunson because my favorite team is the New York Knicks. Um, so I never like personally met any famous players, but I went to a basketball camp. I used to go to Villanova basketball camp every summer. It's like a 4-day basketball camp. And I did get very close to Andre Iguodala and Lou Williams. This was many years ago. Lou Williams was 18 and Andre Iguodala was uh, still with the 76ers. I'm not really sure who that is, Wheels. Is that maybe the professor? You met Michael Jordan? That's awesome. So I did watch the professor live before he was like on YouTube. Yeah, the professor. So the professor started on the N1 mixtape tour. And I used to watch him, and I went to Madison Square Garden and I watched the N1 mixtape tour with the professor, like before he was on YouTube. I did not play in college. I just wasn't really good enough. Plus, I also didn't have confidence in myself back then. So I probably could have played in college, but I used to always tell myself I wasn't good enough. But I did play high school, pretty high level high school. When I was growing up, I was playing only baseball. And as I like grew taller, I started getting bad at baseball and better at basketball. So just because of my height, I made the 8th grade team and I scored 4 points the entire season. I was so bad. So I got a basketball hoop for my backyard and I practiced every day for at least 2 hours a day. And I was able to start from 9th grade all the way to my 12th grade season. Favorite YouTuber. So the YouTuber that kind of got this all started for me was Cosmic, who plays retro Mario games. But I like a lot of YouTubers, like Cosmic. I do watch Mike O'Hearn, who was famous before YouTube, but he is a YouTuber. So I do like Mike O'Hearn, fitness. Nick Wilkins, Sam Sulik. The list goes on and on. So I have plenty of tips for basketball. So probably the best tip I have is just to do it. You want to play basketball as much as you can, but you also have to balance rest. And you do want to watch a lot of basketball. And when you practice on your own, try to take like easy shots because you really want to see, you want to visualize the ball going through the hoop a lot. The thing is, the more questions you ask, the better answers I'll have. Yeah, all good. No reason to be sorry. Jackson, who do they talk about? I do not. Right now, I'm focused on YouTube, so if I did have a girlfriend, I probably wouldn't be good at YouTube. So, or maybe I do and I'm just lying, but I wouldn't lie. I really want to teach everybody to never believe everything you hear or see on the internet. Uh, so, my favorite part of YouTube is literally just like the positivity. Whenever I used to, because I really like the comment sections on YouTube. So I'll find a video I like and I'll scroll the comments, and they seem to always be like positive, uh, very little negative comments. So I have heard that 10%, but I really don't know if it's true or false. Jackson, I would like to hear from you. What is your favorite part of YouTube? Yo, Scrappy, what's up? How are you? Fire Clubs, what's up? I'm doing good. I'm glad you guys are hanging out. I'm doing pretty good. I was just live streaming. Was it really an hour ago? Maybe an hour ago, and it crashed. Zach Bryan, the country singer? Not really. Nice, Jackson. That's a great reason to like YouTube. So when I started YouTube, like it was kind of just like I learned so much from YouTube. So I figured if I can start a YouTube channel from all the knowledge I gained on like from YouTube, that I would probably be pretty successful at it. And maybe I could like collab with people that I watch on YouTube and then kind of thank them for everything they did for me. Shout out the Philippines. I was kind of joking around before, but it could turn out to be a reality. I was thinking about doing a world tour. I'll take it as a compliment. Chet is a good player. Yo, Scrappy, I will definitely pin that. Well, thank you. And Scrappy, I did check out your channel, and I am deeply sorry about your dog's health. It's very sad. So I hope everything is okay. Bubbles, what's up? We can collab. I just don't think I'm doing any collabs tonight, as I didn't hit the option to collab. The thing is, you would have to send me your email address. But even if you send me your email address and we try to collab, it doesn't guarantee anything, because I have tried to collab with other people. And for some reason, it says like you cannot join. So I'm not really sure why. But yes, if you would like to send your email address, we can collab, because there's really no other way. It's either through text message, email, or some third-party app like a Telegram, maybe. You're right, Bull Family, but I'm not sure what those requirements would be, because I don't know if there is any requirements. I would have to Google it. So yes, I was joking about like a world tour, but if somehow the channel gets big enough or large enough or whatever, maybe a world tour is in order. So I was thinking, someone asked me to visit Ireland and Denmark. So that's on the list. Ireland, Denmark. England, Ireland, Denmark, England, Philippines, India, Africa. I was asked to visit Africa. Saudi Arabia. I was asked to visit Saudi Arabia. Yo, Cookie, what's up? Dubai. I would have to add that to the list. Yo, Cookie, thanks for hanging out last live stream. It did crash, so I do appreciate everyone hanging out now. And we are 3 likes away from double digits. Mexico? I'll have to add that one to the list. I have never been to Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee. Nice, Wheels. The thing is, I wouldn't be at the... I guess I would be at the airport, but at that point, I probably would be on a personal jet. Kate Ebner, the Ebner family, what's up? So the live stream crashed because, I don't know, I lost reception or Wi-Fi. So I do appreciate you, returning and hanging out. I liked our conversation about Sting and WCW. Well, nice. Right now it is 8:19 p.m. for me. Yeah, before I ever watched like any sort of sports, I think even before I watched baseball. Yeah, I think before baseball, before basketball, it was wrestling. I think wrestling was the very first thing I was into. Um, so I think by definition, rich, I'm not really sure what the exact definition of rich is. Like if rich is meaning lots and lots of money, I'm not rich. But I don't know if that's the exact definition. So I do not watch wrestling anymore. I mean, I will, but I'm definitely not paying attention as much as I used to. I used to watch wrestling from like 1996 all the way to like 2005, maybe. I don't know. Once WCW broke up, I kind of stopped paying attention. I did like the WWF, like the Attitude Era, D-Generation X, and all them, but nothing compared to WCW in my opinion. Well, thank you, Jackson. Get some rest. Have a great night. Peace. Yes, the WWF. Do you remember how the Undertaker first appeared in wrestling? I think the Undertaker like hatched from a egg, right? I am resting. That's why I'm on the recliner couch. So it was a Survivor Series pay-per-view, the first time the Undertaker appeared. I am not. I'm in the living room on a couch. So it's hard to argue Ric Flair, but I don't know. I still go with Hulk Hogan. It is 8:23 p.m. for me. So can you name your top, how about top four favorite wrestlers or best wrestlers? Because I would think it's Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Undertaker, the Hulk Hogan, like how they used to do it. I used to like was it the Wolfpack that kind of invented this? And then you would do like one of these. Jensen, what's up? Now that's a solid list. I did like Kevin Nash a lot because Kevin Nash had the super power bomb. And DDP, talk about a WCW legend. That definitely is a good one. The Diamond Cutter. Well, thank you, Jensen. The last live stream crashed. So I know it's either Mexico or Italy, right? I always feel embarrassed because I'm probably just wrong. Oh, yes, the jackknife power bomb. So, yes, Italian. I am Italian, so I really should know that. I am 100% Sicilian. So I think it's finally time to finish these chips. I am Italian. Nice. Is your name Amelia? I do remember your handle, but it helps me remember names if you can remind me. Of course. Just state your name if you would like a shout out. Is it Gracie? Nice. Amelia, shout out. Shout out Gracie. Gracie Smith. So my favorite 4 wrestlers. Sting is my favorite. I feel like I'm forgetting people, but I got to think about it for a second. You're welcome, Scrappy. Jensen, peace. I am in the United States because my parents moved here from Italy. So let's see. Sting, number 1. Probably Hulk Hogan, number 2. And I got to throw Macho Man in there. Uh, so I'm going to pick the state that I don't. So I'm going to say Washington because you said county. So let's see. Sting, Hogan, Macho. I guess I could throw the Ultimate Warrior in there, but it probably would be maybe Bret Hart. Bret, the Hitman Hart. Bret Hart, the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be. That was his saying. Well, if you mean country, we're in the United States. So how about California? Nice. Shout out California. I've never been to California. Maybe I'll add that to the world tour. So the world tour will have Dubai, Denmark, Philippines, England, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Africa, Ireland. So I really don't know much about Jim the Anvil Hart. Roddy Piper, I do know. Razor Ramon, I know is Scott Hall. I don't know. I can't put them really in my top 4. Well, nice. You've been to Italy? I've never been to Italy. I've seen Speed's live streams before. Wow. So you can speak Italian? That's cool. I could only understand it. I can't really speak it. Nice. Molto bene. Well, thank you, bro. Yes. And Kevin Nash in WWF was Diesel. Yo, CJ, what's up? Nice. I'm going to be going to Florida in February. So I do plan on live streaming in Florida. On those days. I just don't know what I'm going to be doing or like where I'm going to be exactly. I've never been to Italy, so I really don't know how the pasta is. But it's hard to find better food than New York. So I'm sure the pasta in New York is just as good as the pasta in Italy. Chicago? I've never been to Chicago. I always wanted to try real Chicago deep dish pizza. So the top 4 WWE wrestlers, I don't know, they're not like my favorite, but you would have to start with, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, and Mankind. And then you have to include The Undertaker, obviously. I am in the state of New York. how to pronounce my last name is Vassallo. I've never had pineapple on pizza, but I'm willing to try it. So Amelia, is the California Pizza Kitchen, is that like a California thing? Or is that more just like an East Coast thing? Have you ever heard of one? Full real name is Benedetto. But no one really calls me that. It's been always been Benny my whole life. You spelt it wrong, but yes. I really wish I could write in the chat. So there is one more E after the N. Amelia, thank you so much. Have a great night. Enjoy your meal. And thank you for the sub. Peace. Yes. That is correct, Ball Family. That is my full first name. Everyone in my family is named after someone. So since I'm the fifth child, both my brothers and sisters are named after my grandparents. So we ran out of grandparents to name me after. So I was named after my oldest uncle. Kanan, what's up? Well, thank you. We are back to 15 likes, which matches last live stream. And now we are 5 likes away from 20. So thank you. I know, I can't believe they lost. So I do have this fancy light. So maybe I'm a real creator now if I put the light on. Yo, Luca, what's up? Is it like this? Yeah, it's fine without the light. I just want to see. The light might make it better, though. Yeah, do you know what Daniels' injury was, or is? Yeah, so right now I have my phone on like a selfie stick tripod. and it came with the light. Yes, Daniel Jones. He hurt like his foot, I think, really bad.